Welcome to the podcast trailer of the Empowered Half Hour Overcome and Thrive with your host, that's me, Becca Powers. The Empowered Half Hour is a story-based podcast, and I cannot wait for you to understand what that means. So to kick things off, let's jump into a story. Have you ever sung the wrong song? Let me explain. I was at a live Tony Robbins event, Unleash the Power Within, also known as UPW, this past November. And during the event, he called upon a lady that we are going to call Missy Miss. And Missy Miss loved to sing and could sing at a professional level. But her father always told her that wasn't her real job. And she would never make it as a singer. Fast forward, Missy Miss craved her father's love and approval so much, and she wanted her dad to be proud of her. So she gave up her dreams of becoming a singer, went to college, moved in with her boyfriend, graduated, and got a job doing something she didn't love. Her dreams shattered, but she had her dad's approval. And as the story was unfolding, I'm just standing there like, wow, so many parts of this I could already relate to. And then Tony said to her right there in front of the room of like 10,000 people, "How happy are you really?" And Missy Miss began to sob. After some back and forth, Tony said to her, "I want you to claim that you're a singer right here in the room. And I want you to sing a song that would present to yourself that you're owning this part of yourself." And it was wild to watch this unfold. And on the spot, she's thinking of what song to pick. And the first song she picks was a Latin song that was about a girl who committed suicide because she didn't receive the love and approval from her dad. Wow. And then Tony said to her, "Nope, wrong song. Pick one that empowers you and makes you happy." Missy Miss had to recalibrate and think of a song that she could sing that would have these qualities. She then picks Summertime by Ella Fitzgerald, and you could see once she picked this song that her body chemistry physically changed, and that him challenging her awoken something inside her, and she realized that she had been looking at life from a deflated lens. It was incredible to see all of this happen live time. So when she took the first few notes live a cappella, everyone gasped because the most beautiful voice bellowed out of this woman. The whole place rejoiced. We were clapping and celebrating, and Missy Miss sung her heart and soul out. Tony then says to the audience, "Are you singing the wrong song?" This story contains the essence of what the Empowered Half Hour is all about. Within this story is another story, a story where Missy Miss tells herself that her dad's approval is more important than her dreams. With the realization of that straight up in her face, she has to make a choice, stay the same or grow. In that moment, you could see that she chose to grow, which was the coolest thing to see. Now she'll have to overcome the potential waves that are going to be caused in the relationship with her dad as she steps into her truth. And once she does and succeeds on her journey into owning this part of her, whether she becomes a professional singer or not, doesn't matter. It's that she claims that part of herself and that she reclaims her dreams. And as she begins to heal, she'll be able to tell a story of how she went from being severely depressed and full of anxiety disorders to how she's now singing her song and living her best life. And it's in sharing her story with others that will show them the path to overcome their limiting story so that they can thrive too. So for centuries, we as humans have used stories to illustrate, inspire, and empower each other to find our inner strength and to awaken our true nature, to rise up into our greatness and achieve the dreams that were laying dormant inside. This, my friend, is why the Empowered Half Hour is being born. Each guest that comes on has overcame a difficult situation. They did the work, changed their internal story, and are now celebrating on the other side of their struggle bus. The lessons they learned are going to be shared with you as a listener so you can overcome and thrive too. I'm Becca Powers, host of the Empowered Half Hour, work-life strategist and burnout expert, keynote speaker, best-selling author, and Kundalini teacher. I'm a mom to a blended family of 4 kiddos. 2 are mine and 2 are my husband's, and they are all over 18 and out of the house. Crazy, but true. I've spent the last 20 years as a Fortune 500 sales executive in high tech, working for companies such as Cisco and Dell. In fact, I still work at Cisco. I share all of this because many of us put our dreams on the back burner, just like Missy Miss. And I did too for many years. When I decided to cut my shit, change my story, start allowing my dreams to have a seat at the table, my whole life began to change in the most magical and unexpected ways. The goal of this podcast is to help you sing your song at the top of your lungs, because you are the only one who can sing it. You will find yourself in the trials and triumphs shared in the stories of our guests. These stories are going to ignite the light within you, inspire you, motivate you, and empower you to live the life you love on your terms. Lastly, the world needs more good vibes and less gossip and low vibe things to talk about. As one who loves alliterations and acronyms, I thought to myself, what would the acronym for the Empowered Half Hour be? And I got TEHH. Then I thought, what would it sound like if I said it out loud? And I got tea. I was like, that's so perfect. I can call our time together tea time. And together we can share positive tea with our friends and family from the empowering stories shared in these interviews. So sit back, subscribe, share, and let's spread some good vibes, baby. It's tea time.